Yeah.
It's just probably the setup that you had when you first started playing.
Literally.
I used to play at LAN cafes where the desk space was like this. You could just put
Oh.
like the keyboard on, right? And the
अच्छा
monitor
वॉच
was here.
पार्टी करते हैं.
The fact that players get like 1.25
किसको बोल रहा है?
or 1.5
Subscribers
meters,
को
that's the guarantee of the desk space.
That's the depth of the desk.
No, that's the width.
That's the width. Okay. Oh,
Right.
okay.
In
Right.
terms of the depth, I'm not sure exactly what the depth is, but the width is. So you know, like coming to these events, you're always going to get the same type, like you know, the desks that go up and down, the chairs, etc. But like, yeah, this is what you're talking about. Everybody does things a little bit different, right? And I guess it's just circumstance. Some people maybe started playing on a desk that had like a pull-out little tray, or you know, there's all these little things.
Just having like no forearm on your keyboard arm. It's a unique one. I think Twist does the same. Recurring theme is controlling the early apps progression.
They don't care about Banana at all. They just want to go straight up mid, which is forced out a defensive CT smoke.
He's feeling himself. The fact he's this far ahead of the play, already in bulk, or thereabouts.
भाई ये बेटा देखना कैसे है जाबी.
He's going to kind of wait for the mid friction first, and that powerful angle you can see held from with Cardia.
Yeah, just took full banana control.
Yeah, okay, so they've got nothing right now. You don't have top banana and you don't have bracket.
The problem, I suppose, for EF is they only have one more smoke themselves. So Magic can block bottom banana at about that 50-second mark. And that's about it. Maybe he saves it and uses it defensively. It might be the better call because they are starting to pivot back over. So KDN's down to show some presence. Oh, leg spotted for Calix.
Pieces out. Oh, and there's that smoke that Madja saved. It's an interesting one, a conundrum for Astralis.
You feel like you have to gamble, but Madja does these things as an in-game leader where he stays quite stoic. And I feel that... Oh, no, Zantara's been called over.
थोड़ा स्लो एग्जीक्यूशन में लग रहा तेरे को.
So loud about this, does very well. Oh, beautiful. Wow, the round in the palm of his hand, he converts it. And they even win out the duels cleanly on B. Not a single casualty. This has gone horribly wrong for Astralis. Oh, 5 alive. It's a Calix round. He is alive and kicking.
I wish I spoke Turkish and we had a comms piece there, because I feel like it was, they're coming B, they're coming B, and Calix has gone, I'm coming, guys.
Yeah. Bombs down mid.
Everybody's here.
Yeah, definitely felt that way from his like in-game body language. Like he was moving like, I'm coming, and suddenly there was someone in his crosshair. Thankfully, it was placed correctly.
And more Zantara's action. From 1 kill to 6. Blink and you miss it. 3-round game.
It's worth noting, Calix didn't pick up the AK off that person he killed in apps.
Why would he?
Yeah, he dropped his MP9 and brought a USP through.
Oh, okay.
Not ideal.
No, not.
Rocking an A4 anyway.
Hey!
All right, Zantares, he's found Stown. He's continuing to start putting his name in the feed chat. He's caught up with Madja, he's caught up with Calix. 1 frag half, but Zantares, he's making it clear that it doesn't happen 2 halves in a row.
Give him those eco bashes to start getting him feeling good. As Cadian has dropped the AK over to Yabi, who does have armor, not of the head variety.
Which would be useful up against the M4A1S and the M4A4.
I feel like when we're doing that stuff, you know, people will go on airplanes and please fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, right.
Open the window blinds. And,
with a light to attract attention.
It's like, yeah, your life vest has a whistle. It's like, yeah, okay.
Please leave your valuables on board.
And people at home are like, yeah, we get it, idiots. You have to do it. But I've got my headphones in. I want to listen to music.
Go on, yeah.
भाई स्मोक किधर से डाला इसने? बीच से डाला इसने?
And he's going to be searching for a few more. Calix pit with Cardia tucked deep in sight. I mean, they're just hoping and praying that there's an overextension from one of these CTs, but it doesn't look like they're going to get it. They've cleared and pushed Banana now. 20 seconds, the contact comes in. Ricardia, oh wow, a lovely wallbang headshot there. And now the bomb goes down. Calix should have the round in the palm of his hands here. Bomb needs to be retrieved. He has the crossfire on that bomb. There's no way in for Astralis. What's going on?
They can't win. Oh, they can.
Oh my god, they're actually going to get the bomb down. How has this fallen apart?
Oh, fuck.
How has this gone wrong? Eternal fire. A crossfire on the bomb with 10 seconds left, and then somehow it falls to Madja. Nade.
अरे पिट कर देता ना भाई जाता.
Isolated 2 1v1s. Instead, he opts for sight, and now this crossfire again going to be difficult to break. hoping for that little overextension from Yabi. Does he peek through? He does, and they deliver a 10th for Astralis. They've stolen it away with their powers combined. Stare and Yabi, 5 kills.
Fumble of the day.
Fumble of the day.
The bomb was down short, right?
Yep, I'm almost certain it was dropped.
I don't know if we can catch that in a
by the
context
stairs.
cam or a replay, right? That'd be really
हाँ
great
bro,
to
match देख रहा
highlight
हूँ.
that.
Major का है.
Piped, so this is great. Really good kill. Calix does enough and he survives. He buys time. So,
There.
okay, so at this point, who is the guy running up porch and
Zentaris.
Why?
I can't explain that. You knew that. You saw the clock. You saw the bomb, and you saw your teammate's position. Device has put Madja on notice. Just clips him through the wall, and a shot on the
maybe
retreat.
didn't clock the bomb.
Maybe.
That's the only answer. Why are you surging in for that type of a fight? I can't explain that.
Yeah, right. As soon as you see that bomb, your main instinct is hold it, tuck in.
It's a
jiggle
good
up.
fight for you as well. Especially with Calix in pit, they
अरे
always have to worry about
बाय.
that anyway.
मॉल देखा क्लैशर?
Double
Fumble of
digits,
the day.
Astralis, fumble of the day. New segment we started.
I like it actually.
20 से अच्छा मॉल डाला
By
उसने.
Spec Savers.
That's good. Okay. Someone put that in a PDF.
Sales are here. We'll have a word.
उसका कमेंट्री म्यूट नहीं कर सकते रे. YouTube का है ना, तो म्यूट नहीं होगा.
Oops.
Well, they've gambled 3B.
लेकिन वो लोग भी अच्छा इन्फो देते हैं.
Thinking
कभी-कभी
right
तो
there, wrong
सुन
Serie F.
वो लोग बताते हैं.
Still going to be a tough
मिनी
game
मैप
at
पे उन लोगों का
back.
ज़्यादा ध्यान रहता
Tars
है.
on the boost. Wakati towards spawn. Madja towards Coffins and a big nade down Yabi's throat.
They're not budging on B though, despite Yabi's presence. Invested into this. Madja, last of the nades, a flashbang is all he has left, and he's actually just thrown it out prematurely. They don't have a flash now for the defense. Incendiary 28, this is awkward for Astralis, they have to nail this. Everyone ready, guns on, because the fight's coming their way. Madja the bait. Zentaris the switch, gets himself the double with Madja's help. Can't finish off Cadian. They're in. Maybe they're going to overlook him completely. Oh, a lovely clean kill. And the round baits out the shot from Device. He has to get out with the AWP. And they do, right their wrongs. As you astutely pointed out, Eternal Fire do manage to completely resuscitate hope.
Good call to have the gamble stack on Wakadia, traditionally one of those A defenders, right? Just bides his time in the site. Matt just trying to bring the energy, right? And I think this is similar to the conversation the desk was having regarding G2 and the high of winning the Blast 4 finals, right? It's the same kind of thing for EF. They're still hungry to win and be good, but like going so deep within these tournaments is going to zap a lot of their energy. They want to come in, they want to back it up, they want to go deep here, but at the same time, you're at this high, this like emotional high, and the energy and the focus and the grand final and the emotional dump, and it was a couple of weeks ago now, sure, but then to come into this best of one, other side of the world and be like, we need to bring this energy, right? It's tough to make sure, and I used to talk about this when I first transitioned across, it's like, if you're only giving 80%, right, because you expect someone else to pick up the slack of that, but everyone down the line is only somehow bringing 80%. And right now it feels like Faber, through his early, like he tried to bring the energy up early, right, within like the first 3 or 4 rounds.
Like he could tell, he could sense.
Madja's the only one trying to bring it now still.
Yeah.
They think they're the favorites, they are the favorites, and they have to battle back into this game. Astralis, by looking rough, but it's going to be about the Eternal Fire decisions, because I think Astralis have enough to contest AWP for Device.
All right. How'd you get the most out of a T-side orb? Ouch, Cadian. He's very brave. He's obviously got a game plan here. He wants top banana early, and that molly's not going to achieve it. That molly's not going to achieve anything. And there's some info for them. Device spotted out. They know where the orb is. They can make informed decisions based off of that info. Smoked off flash, smoked off half wall. Potential to flash through it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, well, we have these pistols. Why don't we just pop and fight the sandbag player? You can't anymore. Madja's dipped.
So glows देख भाई.
Not too fast, Zentaris. Right now, Woxic from
2.5
our side has
रहेगा
decent
उसका.
mid-control. Wakadia has also bolstered the defenses, so stick to your guns. Quite literally, you're going to need them.
Cheap.
They're ahead.
This pushing. Zentares tested. Commits to the spray. No one's dead. Stown does go down eventually, trying to pass through the smoke. Madja does well to get away after the dink. And it's all Eternal Fire frags. A bomb plant? Pretty good going. And now Stairs picked himself up the AWP. Oh, 2v5 that there should be no conversation about. All opting Ruin side. I say that, Calix might have a little look. Cardia cautious as well. They know there was an AWP in the mix. And now it's revealed. Now the molly forces him in. They line up. Stair gets the shot, gets away, gets the dig. This cannot be happening. It should not, will not. Nade on his face. Cadian can come up clutch. 15 points of health and doesn't hit the first. He will not get a second chance. A valiant attempt from Stair with that collateral. Nearly spiraled into an impossible round for Eternal Fire to lose, getting a little possible.
Walking on eggshells in all these rounds, aren't they?
अरे बंदे को साइड पे
They
इतना
get
गन नहीं
3
मिला.
kills on the way into B. It's a 2v5 retake. The smoke starts to fade, and the lineup from Stair makes us believers. I was thinking in my head, hey, you know what? If Cadian had the ore, we know this guy's crazy in the clutch. Stair's the one who's putting on the display.
God, I can't believe it gets that close. He's Molotov's out of position.
Bang.
Triple swung, and he leaves with 3 kills. And imagine he hits that
Yeah,
one.
which
Imagine.
definitely possible. Well, it was an eco. We're back into the buys. Locking horns, 2-round difference. EF on the comeback.
Double molly, double trouble.
Gele,
Traps,
gele.
HE and smoke required. They're trying to retreat. I love this. Wait, Magic went through the flame. Does that mean they overlook Wicardia? They're going to completely ignore him. They have no idea the smoke covers him. He's got the whole team in front of him. He's got the whole team in front of him. Unloads his mag, gets 1. 3v3 though, this is still awkward. The bomb is on T steps. They've got the B side, but they don't have the B plant. This is weird now. What happens if Calix gets activated towards middle? He's still so passive and concerned about the bomb finish.
I think they will just finish towards B because
Oh,
there's smoke on device. They can re-smoke CT once Yabi gets there. And look
It's a
at
little
all the
late.
damage you just took in the previous round. If you're EF, you probably save right now. You probably have to save right now.
Yeah, especially now the smoke on the cross. Like, there's no way. You take one pot shot, you hope you hit Yabi. If you don't, you get out of there.
Next round, the loss bonus is only 1,400. They have to save. They don't have a choice. They do not have a choice. You need to be getting out of there.
What's he doing? He's still thinking about it. I guess cautious of the Ruins push.
Like, if he gets a kill, then maybe there's a chance. It's a 2v2, right? So hanging around, fair enough. Go and fish and no dramas with that. But you really need these rifles going into the next round of play. And we can do a quick little bit of maths here. So taking a look at the residual cash right now, you're going to have Madja and you're going to have Wicardia with 1,400 coming into their bank balance. That's going to put Wicardia just over 3k.
उनका भी इकोनॉमी में डैमेज है.
You know, 3.4. I can't do maths. Don't worry about it. It's going to be somewhere in the mid 3s. So not enough for a purchase, I wouldn't say.
No,
Actually,
just say rifles? Or?
Well, Calix can drop Silence Don't Fall. I don't know. I feel.
Team कब है?
Here's the
For
here's the
12.
problem. Here's the problem. You only get 1,900 loss next round. You won't have an AWP next round if Woxic dies in this one. So if you don't bolster behind what you saved, you might never see it again, and you will have a gun round next round, but it will still be a little bit weaker. Like right now, they've got 2 M4s, 2 MP9s, and 8. It's winnable.
Yeah.
It's definitely a winnable round.
Okay. Wow, so yeah, actually Calix, the $2,950 has actually facilitated a very threatening looking buy
Return
around that all.
100%. So what can they get out of this, EF? You've battled back. You've given some hope to the Turkish fans watching back at home. But this series, or this map, mind you, it is a best of one, has not gone your way.
भाई देखना पूरा
We
स्ट्रीम
switched
में
to
घुस गया
pistols,
वो.
but it was a very light T-half, one that they just felt frazzled. Right? They didn't look like they had a game plan that they wanted to follow. Astralis had thrown them for a bit of a loop.
Yeah, and this is EF's Inferno we're talking about. They've beaten Na'Vi, Vitality. They've beaten big names on this map. And Astralis, the first half to be proud of, but this T side, is it going to have any more twists? Any more struggles? Any more woes? Madja tucked in half wall, playing a dangerous game with that MP9, but remains persistent and smokes off half wall to buy time.
Yeah, feels... Obviously, we get to see everything. It feels early, though, right?
Yeah.
At this point, with the limited utility that they have remaining, we're talking almost nothing.
That was the last smoke.
It might be some dropped for Madja, right? And there you go. So, oh, I don't see a smoke there.
Well,
So it is. It is.
it is.
Okay.
Crazy.
Unless one's floating elsewhere. 4 towards A, just Madja B. You better hope, if you're EF, that they do come knocking on the fortified site.
That's a brave swing. Wicardia catches Cadian. Swinging with the incendiary.
They can't be.
Nice little touch of aggression.
Where are they?
They'd be walking into the Lion's Den of A. Wicardia and Woxic about to be tested. Wicardia fails, Woxic passes, finds Yabi. Stair will activate, taking all of that long space, but Zentaras
Hey.
holds a very tiny, narrow gap on the cross.
Is it going to be a save the other way, or do they attempt this 2v4?
He's left the bomb so he can try and investigate. Device with 20 seconds left is just running and gunning. Info, that trajectory of the flashbangs, they know where Madger is. Molly forces him wide, Device hits the head, but Zentaras is there! Lovely quick double from Zentaras to secure a 9th. We go again.
Okay, well, save on the T side, not necessary. The loss bonus is playing into their favor, and I just saw them buy up, then a tactical timeout called, then everybody sell back. So I think we'll see what Rugger has to say about this one. Just 2 rounds. The difference in 2 rounds necessary for Astralis to get across the line. Important for Zentaras to be finding these key kills late within the piece, but I think Wakadia in mid with that kill on Acadian was huge. Woxic standing tall on the AWP, also sending them packing elsewhere. Rugger with a lot of talking right now on how they want to try and finish this. Does he think that they need full guns, full utility to try and close things down? That could be the discussion that's had right now, which does leave them with a device hero AK. He has the absolute most. Everybody else could upgrade in partially. Tech 9s, Mac 10s, and they could still make a round out of this, especially after the round we saw EF fumble not that long ago. There it is. So, bunch of smokes, couple of flashes, pistol upgrade, some armor. But you want to allow Device to work. You want to put it in a position to take a fight, just like this. So much space early. So blind!
That's perfect from Madger. 2 flashes as well. Really diligent stuff. You could see just how blind he was. Just a victim.
Great reaction.
Yeah.
And Device did get the space, but that's it, right? The fact he gets negated and they take it back immediately, it's all for naught. They lose the biggest investment within the round. Madger low, Zentaras on point. Now, the only way that this goes wrong, Zentaras dies without a kill, and Madger then just gets blown over because of his HP. But they've dropped back a bit. Madger lining up a nade. Come on, man.
Oh,
Give
mate,
it to us.
I wanted to see it.
He's a utility goblin, isn't he?
Oh, he is, for sure. But also, this is a flash that everyone should be learning.
He's gone from, I'm going to do a nade, to I'm going to do a flash. Now I'm back to doing a flash. You have the nade. Bang.
Meh. Better be one hell of a flash. Because Zentaras has got a whole team barreling towards him. Flashes in, blinded, and executed. Both of them doing the dance there. Yavi completely isolated at the back of Banana. Pushing up now, but Ricardia has you across, and yeah, we're going to be seeing a 10th round. But this is going to be a 1-round game here. Are Astralis really going to let this one slip away? A 9-3 half, and currently 10-11. Eternal Fire putting up a fight. And one of those rounds, as we described, fumble of the day. Eternal Fire could have had an extra one.
Okay, well, they took... Hold up a second.
Yeah, I heard Mac Daddies. Is he talking about the Mac 10?
Device has a Mac 10. Does he have the best spawn? He does. Device could have bought an AK, everybody. He still has 1900 left over. An AK could have well been in his remit. He's bought a Mac 10. So is he going to charge up Banana again? Are they going to try... It's 4-man B start from EF? Or it's just donation?
Okay.
Just donation to you two. They're going out mid. They're going to pop through this. They're going A. They are going A, and the site is open right now. The rotation needs to get in place.
Woxic somehow catches Device, perfectly placed on that sniper crosshair. Ricardia flashed off. Look at this jump sound, spinning around like a Beyblade. Gets himself into the side, gets the frag necessary. Lovely patience. Is that off a timeout, right?
Yeah,
Did Rugger just take one on my trip?
no, he took one in the previous to make sure they didn't force.
Okay. What a lovely change of pace. Completely catches EF off kilter.
They're going for it as well.
Yeah, Cadian's in a prime position, but Woxic will be holding this. Can't help but feel that this is a risk from Cadian.
Are they calling it off? They're not going for it. They've cancelled.
Okay, held the smoke as well, so yeah, all good in the hood.
Oh, I know the loss bonus is only going to be quite limited, but they would have had the funds trying to do damage on the way out the door. Woxic's grabbed one, might be going down to the bomb here. No, it'll be Stown who takes him. The orb removed. He can get dropped another one. It's not the end of the world. Calix can drop one, but that type of a call, do Astralis have another one up their sleeve to finish things off?
Missed out the retrieval of the Woxic orb, so there will not be an AWP in play for Device.
Final tactical timeout from Rugger. So save these for the crucial moment, and it looks with the U2 you see flying in, and the bodies, that they have enough to do this. But just the spread, that camera caught it quite perfectly. The CT incendiary, right? not really threatening whatsoever. They're able to pass through it and around it. They did smoke off apps. They got the molly in time, but Astralis followed through. And I respect that. They lost that opening kill, but they followed through. They believed the call. They didn't just stop. They actually, that was perfect. And Eternal Fire trying to get tricky with it. 2 players extra towards B for utility donation. They are hightailing it as fast as they can to fortify that A site, because it is so rare that you just see an all-in A rush, especially on a full gun round.
Yeah, for real.
And especially in a game that's as tense as this one.
And after so many, rounds of what's been more default, to suddenly just throw a big blast of pace, and at such a good time as well, with your teammates, or rather your opponents, starting 4B.
Well, Device throwing the Magic Smoke to use against EF.
Oh, there was a little window of opportunity for a down one tap there, but the nade right on his doorstep puts him down sub 50. Conversation being had here about the A finish and the A util. Arch smoke from Stair.
And we're going to get Katie and Stown
Dragon Lord knife.
and Yabby potentially against Heroic, Shush, and Tessus.
That could be golden. Okay, so they get smoked off at early doors. It's not the end of the world, but you did just throw out a Moto smoke, so that is quite indicative of your intentions.
Stown has another one, so if they want to just hit it at a later tempo, that is very possible. Battening down the hatches are EF. 3 players on A. Zantara is not too far behind. Here it is. So another Moto smoke thrown out. The CT utility to defend. Light on.
Could be a well-timed incendiary. Throws himself one out onto the Balk, forces him into the fight. Good flash! Oh, Yabby! He couldn't get this crosshair there in time. Ricardia covers. The stack on A rewarded. Eternal Fire repel the invaders. Send those Vikings back on their boat.
Saving. They have to save now. Sure, the loss bonus is still marginally in their favor, right? We're talking 2,400 into the next round, but that means they're not going to have any AKs, right, if they just threw all of these in. So the biggest issue is the residual cash. Cadian can buy 1 nade, so he probably buys a smoke into the next. Stown can't buy anything. Stair will be able to buy a set. Device with 2,400. Yabby's going to be in the Galil territory, so I think Device will probably go for something a little bit lighter, and they're out of timeouts. I think Rugger just called the last one, so they're going to have to solve this as a unit right now.
It's probably what they're doing right now as they save.
All right, one more round. We go to overtime. MR3. But just important little dribs and drabs of moments from each EF player in terms of like massive, crazy, like impact clutches. Not really, but just important kills where necessary, as we've seen them trickle back up to this point, just a 1-round game. So Device, heavy utility with a Deagle. Yabby, Galil, a couple of nades, and they've got enough to work with here, Astralis. They're trying the A-rush again. Or are they making it look like the A-rush? This is where that pattern calling, something that worked in the past, can we replicate, can we use it to force a weakness? Gotta be careful with that. You never want both players spamming at the same time. If you only got 2 behind a smoke, you never know what could happen.
Combo util. Presence everywhere.
Wrap.
And look at what Cardia Cook finds Cadian just before the smoke does plume. And Cardia could be set for more. He's hearing these audible steps. He's held by Stown. Their setup is potent. And hang on, Astralis have hit some heads. Now Woxix under a lot of scrutiny, hits a quick scope. In trouble, goes down, a 2v2 emerges for the game. Astralis can take it here in regulation, just between the powers of Stown and Yabby. Or can Madja and Zantara's come up? Yabby's behind Madja. This is insane. Madja's dead. He's booked. Astralis will take it in regulation unless Zantara's can save them. A quiet start. But it could be a very loud finish. Stown will close it down. Regulation conversion. Astralis take Inferno and take down EF.
A huge first half, but the second got dicey. It got tense, but Astralis will get themselves across the line. They will win the best of 1, and they will lock themselves in for a activate.
He's ready. Let's look for Fallon's on the rotation through. Throws out the HE.